Research title: Comparison between some hormonal and metabolic profiles in follicular fluid and serum of Iraqi camels Camellias promedial in the breeding season by Prof. Dr. Hashim Mahdi Al-Rubai and Assistant Prof. Dr. Ali Al-Naimi and Assistant Lecturers Maher Al-Mamouri Al-Furat Al-Awsat Technical University. Introduction: the efficiency of reproductive for camels in usual condition is considered low, perhaps due to the pipette breeding season, long pregnancy time interval, longer pre-pubertal interval, and failure in the ability assisted reproductive techniques ART like artificial insemination and embryo transfers. Local camels are considered seasonal breeding. The breeding season began in mid-autumn, October, and escalates in the winter, then began to gradually decline during summer season. Aim of the study: this study aims to estimate the hormonal, estradiol, and progesterone and metabolic glucose, total cholesterol, and total protein component in the follicular fluid and blood serum, and their relationship to the change in the follicular size in Iraqi dromedary camels in the breeding season. Materials and method. Site of the study: the study was achieved in the laboratory of the Reproductive Physiology and Artificial Insemination Technical Animal Production Department, Al-Musayyib Technical College, Al-Furat Al-Awsat Technical University, ATU, from October 2020 until March 2021, the breeding season. Collection of ovaries and the blood. Collection the ovary and blood. Ovaries number 120 were removed from the 60 adult non-pregnant female camels that were slaughtered in the butcheries of the Al-Najaf governorates at a rate of 10 samples per month. The camels were healthy before slaughter, and after the genital organs were normal and free of the congenital abnormalities. Preparation of the blood serum and follicular fluid sample. In the laboratory, the blood samples tube were placed in the centrifuge at 350 rounds per minute for 10 minutes. Serum was removed and aspirated and kept at -20 centigrade until time of analysis. Ovaries were washed using normal saline and dried by filter paper. Each ovary cleaned of excess tissues, ligament, and blood. The follicle diameter for every ovary were measured by vernier calipers. Biochemical analysis for follicular fluid. The blood serum and follicular fluid from small follicles, medium follicles, and large follicles were analyzed for hormonal and metabolite component. The level of estradiol, 7-beta, and progesterone hormones were measured by the available commercial kit through ELISA, throughout immunoassay method by microstrip ELISA readers. The concentration of the glucose, total cholesterol, total protein were estimated by photometric method using commercially available kit. Result and discussion. Table 1's mean plus minus standard error of steroid hormone and follicular fluid and blood serum in Iraqi dromedary camels in the breeding season. Hormone number 1, estradiol 7-beta. The concentration of estradiol hormone was significantly higher in the follicular fluid obtained from the large follicle than those collected from the medium and the small follicle. The average level of estradiol hormone in the blood serum was significantly higher than the average levels in the follicular fluid present in the follicular diameter of the large, small, and medium and the small follicle. The hormone number 2, progesterone. The progesterone hormones level of follicular fluid in large follicle was significantly higher than that in the medium follicle and the small follicle. The average serum progesterone hormones level was significantly in the blood serum, significantly lower than the follicular fluid in the large follicle, medium follicle, and small follicles. Table number 2, mean plus minus standard error of metabolites in the follicular fluid and blood serum in the Iraqi dromedary camels in the breeding season. Metabolite number 1, glucose. Glucose concentration of the ovarian follicular fluid in the large follicle, large follicles, was significantly higher than follicular fluid in the medium follicle and small follicle. The blood serum. The glucose concentration of the follicular was the calcium found in blood serum significantly higher than found in the large follicles, medium follicles, and small follicle. The metabolite number 2, total protein. The obtained result indicated that the follicular fluid concentration of the total protein in small follicle in the small follicles significantly higher from follicular fluid obtained from medium and small follicle, and the blood serum total proteins significantly higher from than found in the large, medium, and small follicles. The metabolite number 2, total cholesterol. The finding of table 2 show a significantly increase in the total cholesterol concentration with the growth of the follicle. The average concentration of total cholesterol in the ovarian follicular fluid of the small follicle was, and in the small follicles, in large follicle, significantly higher than found in medium and small follicle. The blood serum total cholesterol significantly higher than found in large follicle, medium follicle, and small follicle. Conclusion regarding to this result, it is possible to infer that the follicular fluid contain hormonal and metabolic components whose level varies in the blood serum and the follicular fluid with change in the follicular size. This is reflected on the nutrition, growth, and development of the follicle and the oocyte, and the low and high in the level of those components in the blood serum is related to their level of these components in blood serum is related to their level in the follicular fluid and vice versa. Therefore, the level of these components in the blood serum can be modified and thus can be effect on the improvement of the quality of the follicle and oocyte. Thanks and regard.